national speaker and author of the book After the Bridge Was Crossed, and the co-owner of the Good Energy Hour on 106.3. And I have the privilege today to be sitting with CEO OD,
What up?
Rico DeNero.
Yes, sir. Yes,
What
sir.
up, what
We're
up?
missing one third member, Cam on the beat,
Cam on
Cam
the
on the beat.
but collectively they are known as the Dodge Squad.
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 How y'all brothers doing today?
And
We
doing
good,
man.
we good.
All right, well, it's definitely a pleasure to be around y'all again. You know, let me say this from the bottom of the heart before we even go any farther. You know, you guys came to 106.3. You have one of your singles. We're going to talk about it a little bit later. Love You,
Yeah.
featuring Mel J, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shout
All
out
right,
to
we're
Mel
going to talk
J.
about that a little bit later, man. Fantastic single right
Appreciate
there.
it. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
But I guess we just want to start off. Let's just start off from the top, man. Dodge Squad. There's a few questions I ask y'all that's in general. Some I direct straight to you guys, right?
Okay.
That's fine.
In general, though, Dodge Squad, is the title just self-explanatory or a subliminal message underneath?
Just self-explanatory, basically. Like we drive Dodge. Like I got a Charger, he got a Magnum, man. So we're like, man, what can we name the group? Cause first he was rapping. He brought me in like 3 years ago.
Okay.
But he was like, man, let's just keep it simple, man. We both drive Dodge. You got the Charger, I got my Magnum, just Dodge Squad. And he came up with the whole label, the symbols, the gear, everything. Shouts out to OD, man. He trying to.
That's what it is.
He gonna get us there. We gonna get there.
Just trying.
I see it. Now, let me ask y'all, let me shoot a question to OD real quick, right? Because I just heard you say he brought you in a couple of years ago on that. Now, did the relationship, the friendship start then? Or y'all brothers been knowing each other for a while? How did it start? Take me back to that.
Well, actually, we related.
Oh, wow.
So that's
crazy.
That's what people don't know. We related.
Wow.
That's my nephew. I'm his uncle.
Oh, the bloodline is thick, huh?
Yeah. So we related, and what happened was I had lost one of my friends to like something tragic. They said it was suicide, but I don't know. And I quit.
Okay.
So I'm 28. I've been doing music since I was 10 years old, literally.
Wow.
So at that time, I was like 26, right? Yeah. I was like 26. And I was like, I'm done with this. I'm finna go to school. I think I was gonna go to school and be like a teacher or something like that.
Okay.
And I was telling Rico, I was like, man, you need to do something with your money, or do something with and leave a legacy. I've been telling that all the time. And I was about to close my office down, and he called me one day and was like, yo, I want to rap. I couldn't tell him no, because I've been preaching to him all this time. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tell him I was gonna quit. So what happened was, I was about to sell my equipment. I called the guy who's gonna buy it. I said, if this artist don't come by, I'm gonna sell it, which was him. And he came by, and then from there we did like.
Yeah, I noticed like his best friend died or suicide, as they want to say it. Like I just seen it in him. Like I called him up like, man, I'm tired of people mistaking me for a rapper because of the tattoos and everything. But he been telling me for years, like, you got the image, come on. I'm like, nah, man, I don't want to do that. I don't know how to rap.
Okay.
And then as I started listening more, because I listen to rap a lot, then I'm listening like, it's not that hard. Let me give it a try. And he gave me my shot, and from there it happened right there.
History in the making, right?
History in the making.
It's just I seen like in him, like I see in all my people, you know, I see greatness, and I see things, and like what he at that time he didn't understand that it's not that rap is easy. It's just that like by us being the same bloodline, anything we put our mind to, we can do.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't never had no problem doing nothing. If I wanted to be a doctor, I could have been a doctor. If I wanted to be a lawyer, I could have been a lawyer. It was nothing impossible for me to do.
Right. It's just something
It's
you're
just
interested
something
in.
he's interested in. Everything
Go
I seen
for
him
it.
interested in, he accomplished. And I was like, well, if I make him interested in something that I got my money already tied into, he'll be great at it. And right now, like, he great at it.
Wow.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
say whatever you do, be great at it. Whatever you do
Absolutely.
from anything, be great. It might be not what you want now, but keep doing it. You gonna pursue to something else. Just be great to whatever.
My belief is you gotta leave your mark on life. You know what I'm saying? We kind of analyze to me like we as like not as just black people, just as a race and just as a culture, just as a people whole, we just idolize the wrong thing, which is material things, instead of just idolizing the greatness within and bringing it out so people can see it. So that's what I just like to embark.
Absolutely.
Like Cam on the beat, that's our nephew too.
Right, that was my next question, right?
But bro,
Like, how did you guys, so you guys was the first two to get together. I want to know, how did you guys come to the conclusion and know that Cam was the right fit? Cam on the
okay,
beat. How did you know that?
Cam is my brother, so
Okay.
you know he's 20, so he was 2 years ago. He was 18. Yeah, he was just
This
getting
is
out of high school.
really all in the family right now. Huh?
Just
This is
get-
really
yeah.
all in the
He
family.
was just getting out of high school, and he noticed what I was doing. Like, I want to make beats, so we gave it a try because he was in our first he came to us rapping, right?
Yeah, he came
Came
to
to
rap.
rapping, him and his friends, and then we put them on, and he was like, okay, I could do the beats too, so he wanted to go straight to the beats. Like, I'm gonna just leave the rap alone right now, but I could do y'all beats. Y'all ain't gotta. It could be all in house. We could all get it. So he ain't had nothing to do. He was still debating on going to college and wanted to keep him out of trouble. So like, okay, you could be down with the squad, and you know he represent ever since then. Shout out to Cam on the beat.
He did. In 45 days, he did 175
Yeah,
beats.
and it just
Amazing.
kept getting better.
It just kept getting
better.
better and better and better. Like when I seen him do 175 beats, I was like, this is
You
ridiculous.
knew it was time.
I knew it was time. It was not to throw shade down, but it was only one beat out of 175 that was dope. But it was just a fact that he just went in there and was like, hey, I can do this. For me to tell him no, that'd be wrong on me. You know what I mean? So that's what we just
I
pressing
want
on.
you guys to take that moment too, man. Pat on the back. I know that's family, but a lot of times we even overlook them when we out in the street moving about. So pat yourself on the back too for being a role model for him to follow. My next question though is for you though, OD.
What's that?
All right, so you talked a little bit earlier, as of right now, like you did with Cam. Obviously, you a big influence in the family. You know, I don't know if you see this line or not, but big influence to the brother DNero, which in turn, little bro is looking up to you. So it's
Exactly.
coming straight through the family tree.
Exactly.
You're responsible for a lot of people, and you started off saying, I always spend time talking with them, which is ironically the approach you guys took in Rico DNero's video, DNero's Way.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about, because a lot of people kind of like overlook what you was doing when he pulled up in the Beamer. You know, when he pulled up, you was sitting inside the vessel, something real slick and sharp, out my vocabulary range, right? But when he pulled up, you was sitting reading something. Tell me a little bit about who OD is and the different sides of him.
I was reading the Bible. You know what I mean? In the video, I wanted to read the Bible in the video because people tend to think that the music that we do, we're just one type of people, and they just think we just had no common sense. Like when we walk into a meetings and stuff, they think it's supposed to be somebody over us. You know what I'm saying? But it's really just me and him walking in the meetings. They think we the dummies.
We the independent.
Just
We
because
know
of
it.
the music,
He
you know.
taught me.
Wow.
And he's still teaching me.
Yeah.
He's been in the game for so long. So
You know what I'm saying?
and
So
I noticed that, so I just jumped down with him. And I was like, all right, let's do this.
and that's how people approach it. So I was just doing that to show that we are intelligent. You know what I'm saying? And me, OD, I'm somebody from Inglewood. We both from Inglewood. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in a single parent home. My father died when I was a kid. So I ain't had no male figures around. All I had was women. And the blessing part about it that my mother taught me love and to love myself. And by me learning that, I learned the things that I don't have to do. You know what I'm saying? So I bumped into a lot of brothers, just a lot of people in general who always was doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, bro, that ain't what you gotta do. And I'm always talking to somebody. I just talk. That's just how I am. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always
know.
I just always have a conversation. I mean, I see you doing something that not that I think is wrong, but if I see you doing something that's gonna hurt you, that don't make it wrong. If I just see you finna hurt yourself, I'm gonna say something to give you some words of encouragement, and that's what I do. That's just me.
And you know, OD, I know I haven't known you for a long time, but we've been around each other, did prep rallies together and stuff. And I have to say, you know, coming from a man that's saying right now that his father wasn't there, I think that's awesome that you told yourself at a young age that this feeling right here, it feels so bad inside me. I don't never want another brother to feel this way again. And you reach out to every person you can.
Yeah.
Two questions about RD real quick. All right. How is it working inside the studio with Mr. DNero?
Well, you know,
Now, I want to hear
That's
from
my
OD.
question.
I want to hear you tell me, how is it OD working in the studio with him?
For me, it's like I'm watching something start from zero and work his way up. Not saying that he's the wackest, Not saying he's the rawest. I'm just watching somebody who said that I believe in myself.
Somebody
And I'm-
making progress.
Somebody making progress. You know what I'm saying? And just watching that is like, it's amazing. And the songs that he come up with when I'm not around, it be amazing. The things he say and do. Like, if I say something, if I take a lyric from him and say it, it won't feel the same, sound the same, people won't react to it. But when he says like they go crazy. That's
Vice
how
versa.
right, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know, like, it's just an amazing feeling just to watch my people just you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel when I'm in there and making records, even with the videos, the concepts and everything. Like, it's just I'm more excited just to see it happen. I'm not even judgmental on the skill because, you know, some people might like burgers, some people might like turkey burgers. You know what I'm saying? And we all ain't got to have the same taste. And it ain't no right or wrong taste. It's just about what you like. And at the moment, I be like, okay, that's dope. Or if I be like, nah, that ain't what I'm feeling. I just like the process, man.
And keep in mind, I just want the audience to know that's listening, he's coming from a boss perspective and an uncle's perspective and a CEO's perspective. So he has to cover all those things. Make no mistake about it, though. Rico DNero is dope beside the lab. If you had one word to describe him, what would that word be?
One word.
Oh, you got 30 seconds.
Shut up. I would say he's astonishing. That's what I would say, because it's like,
Wow.
again, like, you literally, like, what people don't understand is he didn't rap at all. Like, he didn't rap.
That's what you meant from the zero. Like, he didn't even do that.
He didn't rap at all.
Just an image. I just had the image.
just
like,
had
this
a
is
look.
what I like. Tattoos, dress. It just came with it.
He
like,
just had tattoos.
and
and
everywhere I
dreads.
go out the country, are you a rapper? Are you? So sometimes I was like, yeah, that's me. Then okay, well, I'm like, yeah. So I called him up. I was in Jamaica. Like, hey man, I'm ready. He's like, what you talking about? I'm like, man, I'm tired of people asking me, am I a rapper or am I an entertainer? So if you ready, I'm ready. Like, all right, man, holler at me when you come back.
And that was the day.
So the first day I landed, I called him, like, come in.
Wow.
That's what happened.
Okay, DNero, let me ask you this. All right. I know the feeling, mutual feelings. I heard you mention that at the beginning, how much respect you got for Unc. How does it make you feel, though, to hear him use the word that he used? Astonishing.
It was pretty surprising because I don't think anyone has ever used that in a sentence with me in it. So, you know, that was a big accomplishment to me, a big pat on my own shoulder. Like, he taught me from zero, like he said. Like, I watch him. Every move he make about it, everything, I watch him. Man.
And that takes me back to the video. I got to go back to DNero's way, because the same thing that you're saying now, these are the words that you said somewhat in the video. And you guys haven't seen it, you got to check out that video. They can hit it right now. Where can they see it at now?
DSQ1.com.
Please do so, right? But, you know, that just wasn't a script inside that. That was real life, because I'm one of the people that didn't know that you guys were relatives.
Yeah, a lot of people
didn't know.
at first, we weren't even saying relatives because we don't want people like, oh, well, he's just getting the extra lift because his uncle. But, like, this dude is really making me work hard. Ain't nothing coming in life for free. And he watching me progress, telling me, don't give up, keep going, keep going. I'm like, oh, okay, let's keep going. And it helped me come a long way.
Okay, now I heard what OD said. So I want to hear from Rico DNero now, in your own words. For those that don't know, if you don't, you sleep right now. But in your words, describe who Mr. DNero is.
DNero is cool, laid back type. You know, not too much trouble. You know, I didn't did most of it. I just like watching him go to positive, the correct way. Like, you ain't got to do this, you ain't got to be in the streets or all this. Put your money to something else. And, you know, that inspired me from coming from him. He was a big inspiration on my life. So, you know,
Real talk.
Did I say hard working? He make me come in. Hey, what you doing? Come on. I'm like, come on, man. Today my chill
So he
day.
definitely the motivator.
Right,
inside the
motivated.
group. Well, okay.
Like, he the businessman of the group. You know, the CEO, of course. That's the name, CEO OD. I love what he doing with us, man. Especially he let me bring little bro Cam on the beat on, and shout out to him. He let me bring him aboard, and
That's what's
It's
up.
been a real. Let me see. What you say? Astonishing.
Astonishing.
There's been a
Astonishing
real,
ride, huh?
a real big, magnanimous.
Is that a word?
We gonna roll
yes.
with it.
Google
Yes.
it. Magnanimous, like that's just
He said
out there. It's
Google it.
big. Like he trying to build an empire for us.
That's
It's
what's up.
magnanimous, and I love it. I love it.
Okay. Now let me ask you a few things about your craft. Because I used to pick up the mic, dibble and dabble here and stuff. But let me ask you, can you see your video? How do you write? Did you see the video as you was writing that song, or did you guys write the song and then y'all sit down together and come up with the video? How did that go?
What, the Nero's way?
Yeah, for that particular one.
Look,
Oh, y'all, I know.
I snuck on that song.
he actually did, but Cam was in the studio. He had a beat,
Mhm.
and he called me like, I'm in the studio, come down, whatever. So I listened to it. I start right. When I heard the beat, it's just something about his beats. Whatever I hear in his beats, that's what I write about. That's what I write to. So I heard the beat, and it was just like a story scene. I was originally supposed to come out with me. I was supposed to have 2 verses, and he's supposed to have 1 verse.
Okay.
So I recorded my verse. It was gonna be a movie because after my verse, then Cam verse, I was gonna jump back where I left off at.
Right.
So Cam did his verse. A week passed. Cam hit me up like, man, OD just snaked us. I'm like, what you talking about? Yeah, like, man, he made me record him on the verse. I was like, what? All right, man, whatever. Good. I didn't want to write that much anyway. Let's just go. Let's get it out.
Wow.
But he came in on the beat.
So that's how that came about.
Yeah.
He came in on the beat.
Well, I was just mixing. Like, I walked in the studio. I'm like, man, what y'all working on? He like, man, listen to this. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's gonna happen after your verse, Cam? He like, Rico gonna jump back on it. I said, oh, that ain't finna happen. Plug me in.
There we go.
I'm like, man, all 3 of us, cause the song hot. Like,
It is.
The song
It
hot.
definitely is.
I like it.
I watched it a couple of times today, and that's what prompted my next question for you, right? So I got one more for you about your skill set, right? I want to know, which is the most exciting time for you? Like you mentioned earlier, as soon as you heard Cam, when you hear his beats, it's exciting to write the rhyme. Is it exciting then when you go into the studio to record, or after you guys record and you go outside, put it inside the vessel and ride around? Which one is the best one for you? Which is most exciting?
To me, we all make the right decisions while we in the studio, just doing it all. And like,
Great answer.
I don't just sit and just write. That's why I can't make so many beats. I just listen to his beats or whoever beats I got, I listen to it. I don't just sit it right then. I gotta feel the vibe of the beat, how high the snare going. I gotta feel it. So while I'm in there, just come to me, or I ask one of them like, what y'all want to hear me rap about? Like, let's just do it like this. Let's have fun with this. What y'all want to hear me rap about? So we just like give out ideas to each other, and then we write about it, and that's how it come up.
Dope.
And then it's like chemistry.
Dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Okay, OD, I got to come back to you because you slid something out there earlier, right? It kind of got past us a little bit, but I got to go back to it, right? Because you had mentioned when you walk inside the room, sometimes people expect you guys to be the act and, okay, where's your guys' manager at? Oh, we right here. Right. We representing ourselves. So you said if you wasn't doing this, you would probably be somewhere teaching.
Yeah.
What would you be teaching, and where did that love come about?
You know me,
Right, let me know.
I just be like, I like to do stuff where I can like influence. So I've probably been like a guidance counselor or a gym teacher.
Okay.
Cause what people fail to realize is everybody want to go to gym. You feel me? Every kid want to go to gym. So while you in gym, you can talk to the kids and get basketball and stuff like that. I figured that was what I was gonna do because it was like my mama raised me and she wanted me to be a preacher. I'm not into that because I seen certain things that wasn't for me during that that style of religion. Not just just that religion thing and the whole concept of it just wasn't for me to be a preacher because I seen a good preacher and I seen a bad preacher before. Okay. So I know what happens to the good preacher and I know what happens to the bad preacher, both spiritually and physically. And I was gonna do that, and I was like, nah, I'm not into that. And I know I always wanted to rap, but I didn't know what I want to do for the rest of my life. Kinda, I was gonna be a lawyer, and I took some good classes when I was in high school with a decent teacher. But I started learning politics
Okay.
and it wasn't for me. Not that they're good, not that they're bad. It's just not for me.
Okay.
So I might rap, and then I was like, and then I asked somebody who was talking. They was like, man, you go to school for anybody can be a gym teacher. I'm like, it like what? I'm like, yeah, just go to school, couple years, do this, get this. And I'm like, that's it. I'm like, I might if rap don't work, I'm gonna be a teacher.
Okay.
So at any age, I can be a teacher. You can be a
Okay.
teacher at any
Absolutely.
age. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
It ain't no everybody need teacher.
That's right.
So I was like, that's my fallback plan.
Okay.
So, but that was it when I was in school, and the teachers who used to talk, the teachers that influenced me were not my math teachers and stuff like that. It was people who was like doing the guidance counselors. They used to talk to us and stuff like that. That had most influence on my life.
Is it one person that stood out in particular?
One teacher.
Yeah,
I had
one
a
teacher,
few
one
teachers.
counselor.
Each grade, I had a teacher that stood out. Like
Okay.
when I was in like third grade in that era, grammar school area, I couldn't read,
Okay.
so I couldn't read at all. I didn't like school. I hate school to this day.
Okay.
But I couldn't read, and my teacher gave me a book because I wanted to play baseball as a kid too.
Oh, okay.
So I used to play on the team, and my teacher gave me a book, and it was Jackie Robinson, Stealing Home Base, and that's the book that helped me read.
Wow.
And in that book, I learned that her name was Miss Gilligan,
Okay.
and in
Shout
that
out to
book,
Miss Gilligan.
he stole home base, which was like impossible. You know what I mean? And Miss Gilligan, she gave me my first glove. She knew I'm from the hood, so she knew how it go for us kids. Either we gonna make it or not. And she knew I wanted to play baseball, and she gave me a baseball glove when I was in third grade. I still got that glove to this day, and I look at that glove, and that glove reminds me that somebody loves you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the teacher that I can't even. It's plenty of other teachers, but that's the one that like when she gave me that glove, and she gave me that book. And I no longer had to go to that slow class to read, and I read books, I'll be like, I can do anything.
Wow.
So that's Miss Gilligan.
Shout out to Miss Gilligan.
I promise you.
Oh,
Shout
yeah.
out to Miss Gilligan, and look at you now.
Yeah.
I got another question for you. I want you to finish this sentence for me, okay?
Yeah.
And I'm going to say something first, because I've been able to see you guys' charity. We show up we did a couple of prep rallies together and continue to work together. I see you guys grinding, moving around at the radio station, everywhere. And you also spoke about you guys coming from Inglewood, E-Dub. I was actually born at 68th and Emerald as well, before
56.
moving after that. So it's a strong connection. In Inglewood, in Chicago, I want to say it's like a mecca of some sort. Any and everybody comes from that area. So when we look at our community now and see so much destruction and chaos, we try to think about the things that we want to do to help. Finish this sentence for me. If there was one thing I could do to change the community, I would.
I would build more. I think in our community, it starts from the root. That's why we so aggravated and hurt. We see buildings being torn down. We seeing houses burned down. We seeing no businesses being open. That's small. If I wake up every morning and something's closing, something that I cherish, because as a kid, to me, I didn't know nothing past 95th Street. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when I was a kid, I didn't go past 58th Street. I didn't go from Wentworth. I think from Wentworth to Ashland is the farthest I used to travel. I didn't know it was like another world on these different blocks.
Right.
So when I wake up every morning and I see a vacant lot, and I see nobody in the stores is black, all I see is police coming through. All I see is destruction. I don't see nobody telling us we can grow and be something. I seen one black business. One black business. It was a man named Cleo. Cleo used to open that business from sun up to sundown, even when he couldn't afford to pay his rent, or when I don't know if he couldn't pay his rent. I mean, when he closed. So I just need more growth and more ownership, more feeling like we can be something. Ain't nothing in our community.
Right.
So
Rico DeNero, the same question, bro. What if it was something that you could reach out, if you could change? I know it's a lot of problems, but if it's one thing that you would zone in on, what would that be?
I would reach out to our young black brothers. Like, it's just so much going on with the youth, especially with all you see is police killing black men, young, as far as kids. Like, they shot a kid because he had a toy gun. They shot him 12 or how many times. They knew it was a toy gun. And like the youth, because especially the black males, most of them don't have a father in their life. So, you know, I still have a father. He was in and out, but we still get along. And I would just want to show them, like, no matter what you're going through, like, you can do better. Like, everything that's going around, like, they see me pull up whatever I got, but they know I'm not a drug dealer. Like, it's more than that. Like, this is just an image. Where we do is music. Like, it's more to life than drug dealing, dying, because that's all we're doing, being extinct, dying by police, and they don't care. Some get caught just a pat on the butt, but that's it. Like, you need to wake up and just get along. It all starts at home. Like, it needs to be more like strong families. Like, and nowadays, you could be a side chick and you get, it's glory to God, and somebody that's at home, you don't want to, like, that ain't right.
Wow.
But that's what they teaching the young black youth, especially because they trying to keep this so they could like just degrade us.
Now I preface that with that question because the next video that you guys have, I believe it's a single that you guys have out right now. Love you.
Yeah.
Loves you, me.
Love you, me.
Yeah.
Love you, me.
Right.
Absolutely. Now what was the concept behind that? Talk about that just a little bit. What made you guys decide, hey, this needs to be done now? We need to put this out as a single. It's paramount that we talk about this issue.
I'll let him answer that.
Well, my cousin had got killed, and I never got to tell him I love you. And so it was like 2:30 in the morning, and I was surfing through beats, and his funeral was like the next day or 2 days. I was like, I'm not going. I'm not into funerals. I don't like that. And so I was just sitting, I'm playing the beat, and like, and I was like, if I can tell all my people something, what is it? I love you. And I just played it like, love you. Like, if somebody asks you a question, who? Me. That's why it's love you, parentheses, me. Who loves you? Me. I love you. You know what I'm saying? And so I wrote the hook, and I wrote Mel J part, and I went and recorded it, and I just called Rico. I was like, man, I got this song. He like, what is it? I'm like, it's like some love type of stuff. I ain't know how to explain it. So I was like,
He just said, come down here and record.
Yeah, I was like,
man.
come down here and record.
Come down and record.
Come on down.
Yeah, he came down, he listened to it, she laid her part, and from there we was like, this a song. And then we already dropped the Hemi album, so that wasn't even on the album, but we just inspiration come out of nowhere. So I was like, man, we gonna push everything else aside. Let's just drop this single. And so he was like, what you wanna do with it? I'm like, we just gonna put it on your album. So his album, I was like, we just gonna put this on your album.
Right, he just shoved it to me like this for you.
Like this for your album. Like this for your, which it wasn't supposed to come out. But then I was on the internet, and I think who got killed? Eric Garner.
That's supposed to be for everything started happening. Mike Brown, everything.
No,
so,
somebody had got killed. One of them, I think it was after Mike Brown.
It was after Mike.
I think it was after Mike Brown.
it was after Mike.
It was after Mike Brown, and it was right before Eric Gardner we had the song.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was right after
We
Mike
had
Brown.
it, though.
We had it already done.
Right.
Before the Eric Gardner thing.
But we wrote it before everything happened, and then
We did?
yeah, we did.
Okay.
And all these killings going around, police killings, like they just got
Won't
us
stop.
out that bed. They got us out that bed. So he like, man, we need to put this out, man, like, cause it's getting hectic out here. So we just, if we can't, we got to try to send this message to somebody listening. Somebody loves you. Like, all this nonsense killing on kids, especially like the youth. It needs to stop. Cause we're gonna be extinct, and that's what they're trying to do.
And that's all I respect about y'all. My condolences to the family member. Every time I listen to the song, that will be my thought as I listen. One thing I will take away from this interview, and I just got a couple more questions for you guys, and we'll be wrapping up. But one thing that I will take away from this is exactly what you said earlier about the misconception about youth when they walk in. See, it was the same thing you said about everybody looked at you and already saw that. I mean, you were just being yourself, just doing you. And they said, no, you are this. He's like, I'm not, you know, but you know, I see an avenue right now. I see something. My uncle doing something right now. Let me go ahead and jump in and stuff, right? So it's two tails to that. Yeah. Sometimes we may not see ourselves, and others can push us into a lane to where we can be like, wow, I didn't know I could get this done.
Exactly.
Right. And sometimes we can also see, man, let me do me, and people can push you to be something else, but you got to remain true to self. Exactly. That's the story that I'm taking away from you guys right now. Remain true to self. Mm-hmm. Last question that I got for you guys, and either one of you guys can answer this. Matter of fact, I want both of you guys to answer this. Okay. Career's over. Last album. The mic done in that sense. You done moved away from it. You might do some collabs later, but y'all finished. Dog Squad put out their last album. What is it that you want the people to know? Who were you? Who was Dodge Squad?
I just want, when people see us as anything, I just want people to know that we decided to be great. Regardless if you like any song, regardless if you wore any shirt, if you put on any socks, downloaded anything, we said, hey, I want to be great. And that is what I want people to get from just me and this group. That we decide to be great, you can be great.
Don't let nothing stop you either, because there's gonna be plenty of doubters, and they're gonna try their best to just tear you down, but they see something building, they see something positive, or whichever way you route you going, they see. I like saying empire now. They see your empire getting stronger, and like
cookie.
And just keep it going. Like, don't give up. If that's what you want to do, be great at it.
Like that's the only thing. Like, I don't care if you don't like not a lyric. I don't care if you don't like a show. I don't care nothing. Just know that we got up and said, this is what I want to do. Because at the end of the day, like, just society as a whole tell us what we got to do. They tell us we got to go to school. Not saying nothing wrong with education. They tell us we got to go to school, got to get a degree, got to work, got to retire, got to have this stuff. When the people who owning that stuff decided that they didn't have to do that stuff. You can be an owner too. That's what I want people to know. Like, you don't have to be the richest. You can be you. And who says the richest is the best? You know what I'm saying? I just want people to be them. I just want people to just tap into their greatness. I see so many people who just do nothing with time. And it just pisses me off, because I be like, what even if you don't want to leave a mark on the world, how do you spend 8, 9 hours doing nothing? You know what I'm saying? My best experience was me getting up and just doing stuff. When I was a kid, I just go from place to place, block to block. When I was in the hood, I used to walk from block to block to meet different people. Then when mama transferred me to different schools, because she tried to better my education, I met different people. And some of them made it, some didn't. I just want people to just be great, man. I don't care. You don't have to like nothing that I do. Just decide in yourself.
I heard that.
I want to be great.
Be great and think outside the box.
Think outside the box.
Well, that's what's up. Well, I want to tell y'all brothers, CEO, OD, Rico DNero, and Cam on the beat, who's not here right now.
Shout out to Cam.
Shout out to Cam.
It's been my honor to sit here with you brothers and do this interview, man. I learned so much. I respect what you guys do.
Appreciate
you guys out listening at home, support Dodge Squad and everything that they do. These brothers are the truth, and I got y'all back all the way. And you got a home at the Good Energy Hour all day, brother.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Log on to dsq1.com. Buy you a hat, buy you a sock, buy you a hoodie. Download the album, hear me. 20 songs, original music for free.
Squad.
For free.
All for free.
All for free.
dsq1.com.
Yeah, watch out for the albums that's coming out. We need